Hello students and welcome to the Terabyte series elective ICT past questions and answers practical video series. My name is Sebru, and on this episode we will be solving a question from the year 2017. This is from the School Candidate WASI 2017 paper, question number 2, which happens to be a spreadsheet question. It says that the table below shows the registration of mobile telephone subscribers of the various network operators in the country from 2008 to 2014. A, use a spreadsheet program to create the table below. Right, so you're going to use a spreadsheet program. In this case, we're going to be using Microsoft Excel. So our first task is to create a table below, but let's go ahead and let's read the question. It says, B, using an appropriate formula, compute I, column totals for each network operator, II, grand total of subscribers for the period. C, create a bar chart to compare the subscribers on yearly basis. D, insert a footer with your full name. And E, save the workbook as subscribers in the folder created. So first of all, we're going to have to create this table. Now, by simple inspection, you will notice that the first two rows of this table have gone through some changes. For example, the first two rows in the first column have been merged into one. Then the last three columns of the first row have also been merged into one. So we'll go ahead and apply that. So we're going to select our first two rows of the first column, come to the Home tab, then come to the Alignment category, click on Merge Cells. Now, we also notice that the year is aligned to the top. So we are going to center top align. Then we're going to type year. Perfect. Now, next thing we're going to do, we're going to merge the three cells where we have network operator. That's B1, C1, D1. We can go ahead and use the merge button here, merge and center, so that our network operator sits in the middle. Now, you also notice that network operator, Simpson, Star, and Rapapa are all boldened. So I'm going to enter the various networks, then I'll bolden them. So we have Simpson, we have Star, and then we have Rapapa. So I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to bolden it. And I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to center a line. Awesome. So basically, we have our table forming now. So you're going to go ahead and enter the rest of the data in the table. Now, you can pause the video at this point in time, go ahead and fill your table with the details. I am going to do same, and then the next scene you're going to see, I'm going to have my data filled so that we can go ahead and answer the rest of the questions. Awesome. So hopefully everybody has entered their data and we are ready to continue answering our questions. Right. So holding this. Fantastic. Right. So all this is supposed to be caps. Fantastic. Right, so we go ahead and solve the rest of the questions. It says, using an appropriate formula, compute the I, column totals for each network operator. So this is the column for Simpson. This is the column for Star. And this is the column for Rapapa. So our totals are going to be right below. We are going to use the function sum. Then we're going to select the range. Then we'll close. Okay. We're going to do the same for equal to sum, bracket open. We select our range. Then we do the same for Rapapa. Bracket open, select our range. Fantastic. We can go ahead and center align our answer. Okay, so we have column totals. Or let's just make it totals, right? Fantastic. Okay, now the question says II, the grand total of subscribers for the period. Now, there are several ways we could do this. We could sum up all the subscribers from the different telcos and give us a final subscriber, or we could find the individual totals of the various years, and then that would also give us the totals here. Any way we do it is fine, but I want to create the individual totals and then sum it up here, right? So we have, let me create totals here. We have equal to sum into bracket Now, I'm basically going to use the autofill property at the bottom of the cell, and I'm going to basically drag it down. Fantastic. Now, I'm going to sum all the sums that have been made here to get our grand total. So we had 15915. Is that okay? Now, just to prove that the total of this would have given us the same thing, we can just decide to experiment here. So we have these three. And as you can see, we have 15915 again. So we can delete one. So we have solved for BI and BII. Question C says, create a bar chart to compare the subscribers on yearly basis. So we are creating, first of all, a bar chart, and then is to compare subscribers on a yearly basis. So we have our axis specified for us. One will be the yearly basis, the other one will be the subscribers, and then we are looking for a bar chart. To create our bar chart, we have to go to Insert. Now, under Insert, we're going to choose the bar chart. And since the question didn't specify, we're going to use a 2D bar chart. Now that we have selected our bar chart, we are going to insert data into it. And to do that, we are going to select Design. And then scroll to the data category and select Data. Fantastic. So we are being asked to choose our chart data range. So I'm going to go ahead and select our table. Fantastic. Now, if you look at this pop-up, the dialog box we have here, you would see that for our horizontal axis, we have the various years, which is what we actually want. But we don't need these totals, right? So we're going to take this out. And then we have the rest of the years. And then we also don't need these totals. We need these operators. Okay. Going to click on OK. Fantastic. So now, as you can see, we have on the bottom the yearly basis, and then we have the number of subscribers. And you can see that the various comparisons in every year. So in year one, this representing Simpson, we had the high subscribers in Rapapa, followed by Star before Simpson, and the various years it changes up. So by doing this, we can go ahead and change, apply some designs to our table. So we can go to Design and then come to Add Chart Element. So we want to add our horizontal. So this will be years. Then go back to Design add chat element. For the vertical, we're going to have subscribers. Fantastic. Then we can change our chat title. Also under design, go to chat title. We want to put it above. And then we are going to make it telecom network operator subscribers. Fantastic. At this stage, we are done answering this question C part. Now, the D part says insert a footer with your full name. There are two ways we can do this. Okay, we can go to insert and then let me just make this bigger. We can go to insert, come all the way to the text category and choose header and footer. Right, so we are being asked to create a footer that's going to have our name. So as you can see, Sage Brew. You can insert yours there. Is that okay? You can insert any other things into the left and the right sides of the footer. But I choose just Sage Brew. And then I can change my page layout back to the previous, and I'm done. Another way you can also do this is by going to view and then switching to page layout. It will automatically take you to the same place where you can have access to the header and the footer. Right, so I'm going to switch back to our original page layout. Now, by so doing this, we have also fulfilled the requirement for the D part. The final thing is to save the workbook as subscribers in the folder created. Now, I always speak about this folder created as a folder that should be on your desktop, that should have your name and your index number. So you're going to save our folder there as subscribers. Fantastic. Save, and we are done with our question, and our 15 solid marks is ours for the taking. Thank you for joining me for this episode. Take your time and go through it and reproduce the solution that has been given to you. And all the best. Catch you on the next episode. Cheers, guys.